And more news impacting your vote tonight. In less than a week, Missourians will have their voices heard on a number of issues. One of those will be whether the state legalizes sports wagering. The measure known as Amendment 2 has a main selling point as it's being campaigned for, and it's the same selling point when it was being petitioned for just to get on the ballot to allot 10% of the revenue for education. But some experts believe that that language can be murky. News Press Now's Jacob Michael has more.
Missouri remains one of a dozen states without legalized sports wagering, but that could all change in next week's general election when the measure is voted upon. Now, what could move the needle for some voters voting on Amendment 2 could be its benefits for education. But does that really mean a high ceiling for funding in schools?
Yes, there could be money coming to schools. We're not promised that.
Winning for Missouri Education, the organization who spearheaded the petitioning to get Amendment 2 on the ballot, estimates the tax revenue generated from legal sports wagering could mean tens of millions of dollars for schools annually in Missouri. But as it pertains to the St. Joseph School District, they will play it safe, as it can't be so certain of how much extra funds will be available.
I do think that there is some of that revenue that would end up getting to schools. What that amount is and what that money is just such a unknown. It's hard for us to then budget accordingly because, especially if you're going to try to pay staff, you want to know that that's a year-to-year revenue that you can expect.
Before sports wagering was put in the hands of Missouri voters, it went through Missouri's elected leaders, but to no avail.
It's the way the system is made. It's supposed to be hard for bills to get passed, and there's a reason for that. We don't pass a whole bunch of stuff that's not good for the people.
State Representative Dean Van Scoik believes sports wagering should be promoted as a simple freedom Missourians should have. Van Scoik knows the subject of sports wagering all too well. Van Scoik had voted to pass a sports wagering bill in the Missouri House on multiple occasions, only for it to fall short in the Senate. And like Nolte, isn't totally optimistic of the language of Amendment 2.
I wish it hadn't been promoted so much that it's going to add funds to the schools. The funds will go to the schools, but that money will be taken out on the other end because our formula for schools is made that way.
Some of the money generated from sports wagering, if Amendment 2 passes, will also go towards the Compulsive Gambling Prevention Fund. If passed, Missourians could be betting on sports within the state no later than early December of next year. Jacob Michael, News Press Now.